Okay, YouTube, welcome to my kitchen today. Today we're going to be looking at a way to make fudge brownies better. And yes, I am using pre-made brownie mix. We have 2 tablespoons of water in there. We're also going to be using 1/3 of a cup of vegetable oil, which is what you're supposed to use, veggie oil. 2 tablespoons of water and 1 egg. Okay? Now these are the ingredients specified by the package. I have a few extra steps toward the end that make them even better. So we're going to start by mixing our brownie mix up. Now granted, this is going to take just a minute. We got the brownie mix in. Alright, I have the 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. I'm going to pour that in there. If you don't have vegetable oil in a pinch, I've discovered in the past, you can use oil out of your fryer or your deep fryer. As long as the oil's not burnt, it doesn't taste awful. But if that oil's burnt, it will taste horrific. But I have actually done it before and made some damn good desserts like that. Forgive my language. Now you're going to get your egg out. 1 little egg. That's all the package calls for. Single yolk. And yes, I am doing this one-handed, because I learned that in like the 8th grade. I know people are like, oh, you can break one hand. Dude, it's nothing to me. Look, watch the egg. Looky there. No shell, nothing. Ain't that amazing? Anyways, so we're going to whisk all that together. Now, I don't have enough time to actually do the video with the brownies in it at the moment. There may be another video later, I don't know. But what you're going to do now is you're going to mix, like I said, you're going to mix the brownie mix all together, real nice and good. It's better to use a smaller pan than the one I have, but the one I have will work. And we do have something we can talk about while this bakes. How long does it take to bake? It says 28 minutes. I don't think this video is going to be quite that long. It might be 4 or 5 minutes. If I can find a way to pause the video, that would be great, but I can't figure out how to do that. Not once it's uploaded. Now, there are ways to upload videos I've made in the past, but see, you'll get your brownie mix. It'll look like that right there, nice and thick. Alright. If eating raw brownies is wrong, I won't be right. You're going to grease your pan, and you're going to bake on, let's see, I can't even remember now. Oh yeah, it says preheat the oven for 350. Forgive me, ladies and gentlemen, if you see me just throwing stuff around. I'm a mess in the kitchen, but I'm pretty good at what I do. And cooking in cars, I'm amazing at both. Now, I grease my pan lightly, and then I'll throw it in the oven to get the grease. Not the grease, but the pan spray. I'll really grease it up, pan spray. Pan spray or straight butter works, you know, depending on how you want to do it. But while I've got everything working and, you know, cooking up, I want to talk about something. There's going to be a video link copied in the description below. Watching this dude from 5th gear talking about car thieves stealing your car and breaking into your car and stealing stuff. And, you know, he made some good points, but he was talking about catalytic converters. Now, I noticed when the guy, and you'll notice too, when he goes to cut the catalytic converter off the car, he uses a battery-powered or a cord-powered die grinder. Now, this was a big problem where I live in Dahlonega, Georgia for a while. People were riding around at Walmart, crawling up under, you know, they'll start at car number 5 and go all the way to the front row. They'll leave their tools underneath car number 2. You know, they'll throw their tools and the catalytic converter from car number 1 back under car number 2. And they've got the catalytic converters from cars 5 through 3 underneath number 2 with it. You know, then their buddy will pull up beside car number 1 and 2, you know, blocking the space between them, where he can just throw the catalytic converters from these vehicles into the vehicle they're in, like inside it. They don't put it on a, you know, in a cargo bed or not like that, like in a truck or something. They'll use a minivan or an SUV. They'll have all these cats in the back floorboard with a sawzall. They do not use a die grinder. I don't know where this guy got his information. If you're going to cut a catalytic converter off a car, best way to do it is to use a sawzall and a torch blade. Now this is for, you know, informational purposes. This is not for somebody to go out there and start stealing catalytic converters again like they were back in 2011 and 12 up here in Dahlonega. I mean, they cut the cat off of one of my cars, and the car sounded great before they done that, and then all of a sudden the damn thing sounded like crap. Like, you take a V8 that's got a nice low rumble, you got, you know, a $600-700 exhaust system on it, sounds great. Cut the catalytic converter off of it, and all of a sudden you got a straight pipe to damn 1980 mobile. Waking up the whole damn neighborhood at 3 o'clock in the morning when you used to just come through rattling the walls. Now all of a sudden you're busting the windows out of the house instead of rattling the walls, and everybody hates you. And it's not even your fault. That's the sad part. But you know, I've been looking at a couple of these videos, car thief tech and all that. There's another guy. He was talking about make sure you put a kill switch in your car if you drive an older model car. I agree with that completely. Another thing you can do is disable the locking mechanism for the driver door. And you can put a, you can take the wires from the electronic locks, cut a small hole about the size of a dime or maybe a nickel in the driver's side front fender well, go to AutoZone or Advanced and get you a starter button. A 20 amp to 50 amp starter button, one of the bigger starter buttons. They're like that big on the back side. You go up, you have to separate the fender well from the fender itself. It takes some canoodling, you know, some canoodling and such to get it up in there. But you run the wires from your electronic locks up to the back of this starter button. Just interrupt the unlock wire. That's it. You interrupt that unlock wire and you run, you know, 2 wires from the starter button up to that unlock wire. You cut the unlock wire in half, and then the side A, which is the send side, you know, where it sends power to the unlock, and you attach 1 wire, and then side B, where, you know, it would be the side that goes to the unlock mechanism, or to the servo solenoid, whatever the heck it's called. I can't remember. I know how to do this in practice. In theory, I don't know how to put it on paper, but I know how it works. Anyways, basically what I'm talking about doing is creating an emergency lockout button, which my wife and I bought a 97 Ford Expedition one time. It was an XLT edition, 4-wheel drive, great vehicle. Did not have a key to the doors. I had expensive audio equipment. Now, none of this was hooked up, so you wouldn't know it going down the road. But I had probably about $2,000 worth of speakers and stuff just sitting in the back of this bad boy, waiting for me to figure out how to, you know, reinstall the radio, where somebody had went in and literally cut every wire that goes behind the radio, twisted them all together, and burnt every single fuse and relay connected to the radio. Was gone. The amplifiers that come factory in the vehicle were burnt slap out. They were no good. So everything had to be rewired and replaced pretty much. Now, I did this in that 97 Expedition. I put an unlock button in it. Worked wonderful. And people wanted to know how in the heck I'd walk up to my car. It'd be locked. And I mean, you literally just see me reach up and touch the side of the car right there at the fender well. Boom, the car was unlocked. They're like, "Are you a magician?" Like, no, I'm a mechanic. There's a difference. You know, I'm smart. I don't rely on misdirection. I rely on intelligence. Now I'm going to pull this pan back out. Now that the grease has warmed up, you know, where I can roll it around where I want it and everything. And we're going to pour the brownie mix in. Now, granted, like I said, my pan is too big. You know, we're going to have a very thin brownie. But that's going to be okay because we're going to make up for it in the long run. What we're going to do is going to take some, you know, my wife doesn't want it tonight. I normally do this with peanut butter and stuff during the day when it's just me and the kids. And it's absolutely amazing. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread this brownie as thin as I possibly can. Sorry, I got out of the camera frame there. I'm going to spread the brownie as thin as I possibly can throughout the pan. You know, get all of it out of the bowl that you can, because, yes, that right there is delicious as a snack while you're waiting on the brownie to cook. Forgive me, I'm a chocolate addict. Used to be a drug addict, but I traded that for chocolate. It's a lot better. Anyways, you're going to do all that. Bake it up. Now, once you get it baked up, if you're going to do it with peanut butter, you take creamy peanut butter. You take maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3 spoonfuls. You'll throw it in the microwave. And if you don't know, when you heat peanut butter up, it thins up really good. Like it'll become almost like the brownie mix itself is right now. If it don't, maybe have to add a little bit of vegetable oil and a pinch of sugar to it. But you'll take that and you'll put it in the microwave and let it warm up while the brownies finish cooking. Now, once you do that, you'll take you'll take the brownies out, and you'll take that melted peanut butter, pour it on top of the brownies. And you'll take you a spoon, handle and swirl it into the brownies. Just take it, kind of like making a marble cake, you know, you just go back and forth and zigzag. You don't mix it in, you just make a couple of lines to make it mix slightly. God, that's good. Once you do that, what you're going to do is take and let it bake some more. Not 5 minutes, not much. Once you've got that baked another 5 minutes, that way the peanut butter is starting to stiffen up a little bit, kind of like a cookie almost. That's another thing you can do too, is mix you up some chocolate chip cookies and pour the batter, or lay the cookies in on top of the brownie. Push them down into the middle of the brownie while it's still liquid like I've got it now, and bake it. Then you've got a chocolate chip cookie brownie. They're amazing. But once you layer the peanut butter on top and you get it baked up where it's kind of starting to thicken up a little bit and getting hard, then you're going to take you some of this stuff right here. Let me get it out. Hershey's chocolate syrup. You need a whole bottle really. And you're going to just pour this crap on top. Smear it around a little bit. So good. Best snack food, junk food, bad for you food, whatever you want to call it. Best ever. Love it. Stuff's amazing. Now, being that my brownies are thinner than average, I am not going to leave them in there for 28 minutes, obviously. But yeah, check out that man's video and tell me if I'm wrong. But in my experience, the best way to remove a catalytic converter from a car has always been a Sawzall and a torch blade, or a metal blade, a bi-metal blade even. You know, something used for cutting wood and nails will work better than a damn die grinder. A die grinder is going to take you 30 minutes. And with a Sawzall and a good blade, I'll cut the catalytic converters off of any car, including a Crown Vic or a Lincoln, which has 4 to 5 and has to be jacked up on one side. I will cut all 4 or 5 catalytic converters off of it in about a minute and a half. If your car's only got 2 catalytic converters, 1 to 2 catalytic converters, it'll take me about 30 seconds. And I'll lay both of them on the ground in front of you. And you're going to stand there and go, but it took 10 minutes at home. No, it don't take me that long. All you got to do is know how to lay that damn blade on there and push. It'll cut right out. Anyways, I'm Randy. I hope you found a little bit of information in this video, be it baking brownies or my rants and raves about cars, which look forward to more of those. Subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, so hit that subscribe button below. If I get to 100 subscribers, we're going to do an engine swap video. I will have an engine swap video on here. We're going to do it on a 93 Blazer. It's going to be the first one we do. Just to give you some basic information and, you know, a DIY engine swap video that's not going to take, you know, a rocket scientist or a mechanic himself to explain it to you. And some other little tips and tricks on how to save money with your car. Yeah, 100 subscribers. If we can get 500 subscribers, I'm going to dye my hair pink for a month. Oh, yeah. Anyways, I'm Randy. Peace out.